The Ada box. It's out there. The Ada box. It's out there. The Ada box. It's out there.
Excellent.
Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another 3D Hangouts. My name is Noah Ruiz. I'm a designer here at Adafruit, and joining me every week is my brother Pedro.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Pedro, creative tech here at Adafruit, and every week we come to share 3D print projects featuring electronics from Adafruit.
That's right, this show we combine 3D printing and DIY electronics to make inspirational projects. Let's go ahead and jump into the show's coupon code. This week, it's in stock. I thought it'd be a really good matching coupon code for this week, so it's in stock. Anything in the Adafruit shop is good to do. Man, I need to start over. And you can get anything in the Adafruit shop and get 10% off, all except for gift certificates and subscriptions to AdaBox, but 10% off everything else.
You got it.
Yeah, so that's in stock. Definitely check out adafruit.com/freebies. You can see all the different free deals that we have going on. If you head over to the website, you can see the different tiers that we have for freebies. Let's see here. I need to go to the web shot. Tell us about the freebie deals while I fix this.
When you purchase a certain number of, dang, I should have practiced.
Really? How do you not know? It's like you go to the free site and there's tiers. You can see $99, or every order gets a free sticker. First of all, that's really nice. We really want to promote CircuitPython, don't we? So we're giving out Blinka stickers for every single
really
order
stickers,
for the past
you know?
couple months or something.
They're not like a cheap sticker.
No, they're
nice
great
vinyl.
stickers. It's purple. It's amazing. Go get it. Spend the $1 with us.
$99 or more, you're going to get a free Promo Proto half-size breadboard. These are excellent if you want to make your project permanent. We use it a lot for extending.
Yeah, get it off your breadboard and put it on a permanent breadboard. Very nice.
$200 or more, you get free UPS ground shipping. This is trackable shipping. It's not going to disappear on you like USPS, so definitely worth spending a little bit extra to make sure your package actually gets there.
Yep.
And if you spend, was that the last year?
$2.99 or more.
$2.99 or more, you get a free Circuit Player and Express. You get all of that, plus the CPX. So definitely bundle up your orders.
How many freebies can I get? All of them. That's what it says. Just to kind of mostly limited time. Yes, it is a limited time while supplies last. Okay, sweet. So we got that, and you can use the coupon code as well, so you can get some super awesome discounts. All right, let's jump into some more stuff. For the shipping, we got same-day delivery, and the fine folks that live in New York City. If you are in New York City and you want your stuff delivered on the same day that you order it, check out the shipping website for that. Once a week, we do a newsletter called New News. You can subscribe to this one and find out all the different products that were added to the shop on the weekly. So check out adafruit.com/newsletter and subscribe. We got another set of newsletters. This one happens every day. Lots of different categories for this. Latest addition to the categories is Make Code. So you can get a Make Code specific newsletter that talks about lots of different links, lots of different projects from the communities, projects from the Learn System, and more. Check it out, adafruitdaily.com. We're hanging out in the Discord chat room. This is where we are hanging out 24/7. It's the live broadcast chat room. Howdy, folks. we're in the morning over here in the East Coast, so a lot of folks are sleeping in, but it's fine. We are also in the chats. If you want to say hello during the show, we will shout you out.
Hello, giving shout outs to everybody in the chat rooms. Got Donna A, Yanni, got Thomas Veach hanging out in the chat every morning.
That was the Lego head. He said, hello. Hello, help me.
Over on Discord, everybody hanging out. Mr. Certainly.
Hey, Mr. Certainly.
Troy.
Good to have you.
Wester.
Good to have everybody. Thank you so much. All right, let's jump into it. Wait, we still got a couple other things. Is your audio okay?
I'm checking.
Hello?
The lag is so long that I have to continue.
Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. Well, we're going to continue.
Luckily, it's your turn for this week's project, so I won't be talking that much.
Is your mic like not doing it?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard. Okay, cool. Well, I'll do all the talking then. Let's jump into this week's Learn Guide. This week's project is a fun one. It's a Circuit Playground Express type project. If you head on over to the Learn system, you will see this one got published this morning. So we wanted to 3D print a Lego head, make it light up, and play some sounds, right? So it's a nice little lamp with sound effects. So it's all written in CircuitPython. I was able to kludge together a couple of different demo examples to make sort of a custom little lamp project with the Circuit Playground Express. Really fun way to connect the audio now with the STEMMA Speaker. So the STEMMA Speaker is this new little board that lets you connect audio amplifier with a built-in speaker to any kind of board, really. So here it is over here. This is a new addition to the store, so you can check it out. I was in last week. It is in stock right now, so you can pick one up. This is the easiest way to add audio amplifier and a built-in speaker to your Circuit Playground projects. Originally, I was going to wire up a PAM8302 amplifier and then wire in the speaker. Several wired connections. I was going to use the Permaproto Gizmo for Circuit Playground. It's a nice build, and it's pretty chunky and pretty heavy, and Lamar was like, why don't I design something easier? She dubbed it the STEMMA Speaker. So it's this one board that has the speaker already on it, and it has Alligator Clips and a JST port, so you can connect it super duper easy. No soldering required. I really like this because it allows a lot of people to really get audio into their Circuit Playground projects. That way they can play around with the audio support in CircuitPython. It has really good audio support, so you can play back, you can loop. You do all sorts of fun things with audio. In this project, you can do shake detection and play back some sound effects and make a more interactive type of lamp project. So let's jump into the Learn Guide. Or I guess we'll jump into kind of do a live demo. So I got my little Lego head guy. He's fully 3D printed. It is dual extruded, but I also have a single extruded version. We got the speaker mounted on top here, so it's got air holes. It also comes out like this, so you have the ability to quickly get to it. You can see the Circuit Playground in there. Alligator Clips is what we're using. And then over here is the JST connector, 3-pin JST connector. You also have options to, if you want to do alligator to alligator, you can do that here with these pads. But this right here just snap fits. I really like how it press fits there. You just super glue these two pieces together and you are ready to roll. There is a built-in, like a little sticky backing here for your oval speaker. You can see me peeling it there, but I didn't need it because I have the tolerances set up really nice. You just got to make sure that the cutout is lined up with the JST port. It's a Pico, right? Molex Pico connector. Really, really small JST style. And then you just pop it in like that. So then we can go like that. So there's a thread at the top of the head and an end stop so that it doesn't thread all the way down. And then same thing here at the bottom. So that's where the Circuit Playground is. It snap fits into this little case. There's a CPX in there. You want to be careful which pins you pick. Some of the standoffs cover up some of the pins, so you want to make sure you're using the 3.3 pin, the ground, and A0, which is the PWM pin. So that threads in like that. And the micro USB port is right there, accessible, so you can plug it in. It's meant to be a USB powered project, so I got my little fully reversible micro USB cable. I'm going to plug it in here and get your little status LED. And so there we go, it's on. So if you shake it, it should play some audio.
Awesome!
Very nice. And what's cool about this is that the head is doing two things. it's hollow and it's transparent, so it can be fully illuminated. And it's acting as a sort of sound chamber that makes that sound way louder. If you had the speaker outside with no parts and shook it, you can't even hear it. Well, that's a little lesson in acoustics, right? So it doubles, the head doubles as a amplifier for this teeny tiny little speaker. Let's hear it again. You can really hear the bass and all that. The acoustics sound really good in it.
Everything is awesome.
So as I'm shaking it, you can hear that it's not playing the same sound over and over again. That would be repetitive. That wouldn't sound that great. So I did a little bit of deving, a little bit of programming, and figured how to create just a bunch of if statements in a counter so that I can play 5 different effects. And you can just keep stacking it as you want. It's not using machine state logic or anything like that. It's just a couple of if statements.
Awesome.
Which isn't too bad if you're just starting out and you're not really a programmer. So let's go ahead and jump into the Learn Guide and kind of walk through this the project. So again, it's written in CircuitPython. We're going to walk through it. We got that STEMMA speaker, really, really nice. And everything is in stock. How nice. Yay. Except for Filament. No, it's in stock. It just says that because it's a category. All right, let's jump into the circuit diagram. Really, really easy. Alligator Clips, you can use any of the ground pins. There's a few of the ground pins, and there's also a few of the voltage pins. So you can use those where you want. The ones in this project I'm using it's the 3.3 pin instead of the V out because I have a standoff there and it kind of blocks it. So, and I'm using another ground somewhere, I think. But yeah, you can easily connect them with the Alligator Clips. But there you go. Really simple circuit diagram. And if you want to make your own circuit diagrams, you can download the Adafruit library and start playing around with the parts. It lets you easily create breadboard wiring diagrams for your projects. Sweet. So you can download the Fritzing software. It's open source, free to download as well. All right, jumping into the code. Real quick start on getting CircuitPython. Just go to circuitpython.org and browse through the many awesome hardware that's supported for CircuitPython. And then you download the UF2 of the latest version of CircuitPython. Right now we're at version 5, alpha 4, I believe. Or you can do 4.1, which is the stable release. So once you download that UF2, just plug in microUSB, hit the reset button. All the LEDs will turn green. And then you'll have a new drive that's loaded in your computer. It'll be called CPlayBoot. You can drop this UF2 file into that CPlayBoot to automatically flash the firmware with CircuitPython, so then it'll boot up with CircuitPython and rename the drive to CircuitPy, which will be the name of the USB drive. There's where you can add your libraries and your code and your sound assets. So download the latest CircuitPython for Circuit Playground Express. That's what this link will do. You want to download the library bundle. We're only using one library. The Adafruit Circuit Playground library is really nice. It lets you call Neopixels, animate them, and it also has some helpers for shake detect, which we'll take a look at in a minute here. So to upload the code, you can download it you can download the whole project zip using this link here, download project zip from GitHub. That includes not just the sound files, but the code and the CAD STL files, step file, and the original Fusion 360 source, all in the project zip, which is really nice. So you can just get it all from one place instead of having to hunt it down. So here's the code. It's on GitHub. Let's see, we're using the time library, the audio I/O library, and the board library just to kind of get those pins. And then the Circuit Playground Express library for handling the shake detect stuff. For external audio stuff, I'm just using A0. And I'm saying wave file equals none. I'm not actually sure why that's there. So this right here, this first thing here, play wave, this one kind of handles where our sounds are. I like it when you have multiple wave files and you have them inside of a folder called sounds. So that's what this one is doing. It's basically saying, hey, look for the wave files inside the directory called sounds. Sweet. And then it has a little exception here. If you don't find it, just skip it and play the next one, which is really nice because then your code will keep running. All right, right after that, we have some Neopixel flash effects. So we have one here called Party Flash. This is one I ripped from Katney's Circuit Playground Christmas Tree project that she helped me write. So I ripped that one out. It basically just uses cpx.pixels.fill. That's a really easy way to fill all the Neopixels with a certain color. And then I'm showing them. Then I have a time.sleep, which says I want to show it for X amount of time. And then I have a different color. So basically what you're doing, you're saying, let's flash between these two colors with certain time in between them. So that's how I'm creating this party flash that you heard. So that's what that's doing. That's just flashing red and white. So you can see here the RGB values are there. Then down here we have another one called LED flash. It's pretty much a duplicate of party flash, except the colors are different. All right, and then my first variable or whatever is called counter, and I set it to 0 because we need to keep track of how many times we shook it. So in my while loop, I am listening for shakes. So I'm saying if the shake threshold reaches 15, let's do some stuff. So that's what this is doing here. You can adjust the sensitivity. It says here in the comment, low number is more sensitive. So I have 15 here is what worked for me. And then I want to do a little bit of debugging. So I have this print statement that says shake detect. So this will let me know that it's actually shaking and that the threshold is working. So in the Moo editor, which is what I like to use, it will show that. So let's go to the Moo editor and kind of get this running. Let's see if I can go to the desktop. I think I broke it. That's fine. We'll just have to skip that demo. So going back over, when we detect our shake, we let the serial console know, hey, let us know that there's a shake detect, huh? And it does that with this simple print statement because it's inside the if the sensitivity thing is reached. Okay, and then we have the counter. This is where we're actually incrementing the counter. So we're setting it to +1. If the counter reaches 2, we want to play this certain audio file, and then we want to run this party animation for X amount of time with certain timing values for each color to display. So that's what we're doing here. And then we basically do that 4 or 5 different times up until we get to the 5th shake. So I have a number of different samples that I ripped from the Lego movie. Yeah, and it should be okay because they're like 3 seconds each. So we'll see if I think I ran Shazam on them and I don't think it caught me. So I think I should be good, but we'll see after the show. So at the 5th shake, we reset the counter because that's how many times we want to reach. We play our last audio file and then we do another party flash. Well, the LED flash just has a different color. And there's certain timing effects here. So to make the flashes kind of sync with the audio beat, you just play around with the time duration in between these parentheses here for the LED flash and the party flash. Cool. And then at the first shake, we're playing that first audio file. We're making all the colors just stay on. That's about it. And then this last part here, else, if there's no shakiness, leave the pixels off. If you want to keep them on, you can change the color to always have the lamp on. And that's really the loop in a nutshell, at least how I understand it. Again, I ripped a couple different examples and put them together. There's a lot of great examples on the CircuitPython Essentials guide written by Katni and a couple other folks. But I pulled from that and just kind of came up with this one. And it seems to work well. Sweet. And I have all that I just explained is broken down here too. So it's in words as well. And then you can customize the crap out of it because it's easy to do that. It's got great support with using the Circuit Playground library. Very cool. Yeah. So I wanted to do some live code editing, but they can't get Moo to show up in my screen. So I think what I'll just do is I'll just update the code and you'll see the aftermath. So I have some code here that I wanted to play with, and it is basically a fade animation. And what the point of this is to share how you can kind of test out different code from different projects. So if we look at the overhead now, it should be open here. It is now doing a nice gradual fade, sort of this fade in, fade out. And this was written by Mikey Scalar. Shout out to Mikey, who was a Learn Guide contributor. He went through and just went to town on all the old Arduino projects and made them CircuitPython. So if you go to any of our projects that are like 4 years old, chances are there is a CircuitPython version of it. And that's what this was. Remember a couple years ago we did a Logan's Run Palm with a Gemma and a Neopixel Jewel? Well, that was written in C, in Arduino C, by Philip Brigas, and Mikey made it CircuitPythonized. I'd show you the code now, but it's on the Learn Guide. We can pull it up. But this is the end of it. I just basically grabbed all the functions and was able to quickly get it working within this project. So if you want to have a nice pulsing animation in CircuitPython, well, this is a great way to do it. So let's pull up that guide so you can kind of get a whiff of it. And if we go to the Learn Guide, let's just search for Logan's Run. There it is, Logan's Run. It's a nice little enclosure that kind of puts the battery and the Gemma and the Jewel all in one little kind of piece here, which is pretty great. So there's all the parts for it. So you got your Arduino code and your CircuitPython code. So again, shout out to Michael Scalar. I call him Mikey Scalar. So I ripped basically this function here. It's using nonlinear interpolation to kind of gradient between these two different colors. And the two different colors have 3 values in them. So you have RGB, and you have to kind of do some math here for some minimum and maximum X and Y here. So really cool to use the math function here to get this to do a nice pulse. So you can not just fade between off and on, but fade between different colors, and you get this really nice gradient between those colors. Very, very sweet. So you just kind of rip that chunk out, and you can call it here in your loop, animate gradient fill, and then here you can say what 2 colors you want. So you have 6 different arguments, well really 7, but the 6 for the RGB of the first color and RGB of the second color, and then you have a weight here for saying how long do you want them to fade between them. That's really, really, I'm going to reuse this code so much, so I'm glad we're able to kind of share it here in this project, even though the project doesn't really call for it. Just one thing to note, I think with that, since it's always running there, it's a little bit hard to trigger the shake. Yeah, because it's always running the animation now. It's not waiting for it. Come on, buddy. Yeah, see, like it's not letting me. So that's why I didn't publish that, because it really doesn't work well with this code. You'd have to do some machine state logic, I think,
Awesome!
to do that. But it kind of works, so it works well. I like the effect, and I thought I'd share it with you. Cool. So that's this week's project. Well, we got another one, but that's the main kind of project here, is that Lego head lamp. So check it out. You can get the parts. They're oriented to print as is. If you have a dual extruder, you can try out the dual extrusion version, or you can just print out the single extrusion version. Let's see what else. No support material required. The enclosure snap fits. The PCB, the circuit playground PCB snap fits into the little mount, and they have threads on them, and they don't need any support. If you want to pick up the 3D models of the STEMMA Speaker or the Circuit Playground Express, we have those. I have a GitHub repo that you can check out. And we have some CAD assembly here. You can download the files from GitHub, code from GitHub, everything from GitHub. Yeah, and here's a quick assembly on how to get the speaker holder to get glued to the bottom of the stud piece. That's really it. Alligator clips, screw it in, pop it in, shake it. Sweet. Sounds like I'm baking something. So if you want to pick up Circuit Playground Express, they are in stock, and so is the STEMMA speaker. Yeah, man.
That's right, it's actually in stock.
Yeah, it actually is in stock. Pretty cool. So we're going to do some audio now, or what should we do next? Do you want to play with the audio, or
I'm still waiting.
just go to the next thing? Okay. Yep. Any comments? Anybody? Cool. Folks are asking about Monster Mask.
My audio's off.
Oh, man.
You're going to have to speak for me then.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, no, you got another project. You got a simple...
Yeah, I do.
Here.
Yeah, so it's Halloween, and a lot of folks are going to be looking for ways to embed the Circuit Playground into props, pumpkins, all those things. So anytime we need to take a photo of the Circuit Playground Express in the most slimmest possible way, we use this little guy. It's a little snap fit mount. It's super duper low profile. And we have a built-in battery in the back there. This is a 500 milliamp. There are 2 mounting holes, so if you want to attach this mount to cardboard, wood, you can use these. These are M2 screws. So you have the cutouts here, and I have this little guy here come out. That's the JST. Let's plug it into the battery. So you can have a palm-sized Circuit Playground. So if you need to put this in a pumpkin, you need to attach it to a prop or something like that, you can do that. of course, CircuitPython isn't. There it is. It's like it's not loading. So I just have a regular Rainbow code running CircuitPython. So yeah, it has these two little tabs right here that you can pull it apart like that, and it comes out like that. So here's the mount. Very, very simple and clean. Just to focus there. And you have two little pegs here that go into the mounting holes. That's what keeps it in place. And then these two tabs have little nubs that will keep the PCBs down, secured in place. The standoffs are about 6 millimeters tall, so that you have enough clearance for a LiPo battery with a cable. This 500 milliamp LiPo battery works pretty well. There's not an on-off switch here, just to keep it super simple, because you could always disconnect the battery easily. But you could modify the case mount to include a switch of some sort. So I'm just making sure I don't kink any of these cables. There we go. So you hear that click, and you're good to go. Everything's good there. Make sure your battery's not bad. And you want to be careful with this. Circuit Playground Express does not have a LiPo charger, so if you were to... actually, no, it doesn't matter. But it won't charge it. You can't charge there's no charging circuit on the board. That's all I'm saying. And that's about it. So let's go to the Learn Guide real quick to get better photos of it. There it is. So check it out. Somebody asked on YouTube, I think, it's like, hey, where's that snap fit case? And I was like, you know, I never released it. So here it is. There we go. It prints in like 30 minutes, maybe 20 if you're printing faster. Again, it has enough room for the battery, and it has enough room for your cutouts. Whenever you're designing the box or something, always have a bigger hole than you think you need. That way you're not in there digging, creating a bigger hole with an X-Acto knife. Let's see, the mounting tabs, I talked about that. Circuit Playground Express PCB got updated with the silk screen. It's just extra credit-wise. I didn't really need it, but I added it. So I threw that up there on the GitHub. I also put together a Fusion 360 tutorial a couple of weeks ago on how I created this thing. The Lego has been on the shelf for a while. We've been waiting on the STEMMA speaker, but this tutorial walks you step by step, layer by layer, if you will, on how to create the nubs and for these circular PCBs. So you've seen some other circular PCBs like Flora and some of the circular Neopixel rings. This is a great way to mount them. So, well, if it has mounting holes. So that's really cool. So you can check out that tutorial, give it a look. You might learn something new. I always appreciate people commenting saying that they like it. Let's see what else. That's it. Sweet, Circuit Playground's in stock. Yay, and so is all the accessories for it, like the battery and the cable. Sweet, don't forget, STEMMA speaker. If I could fit the STEMMA speaker in the bottom here somehow.
Probably good.
You probably could. Make a little thing here. What will they stuff Neopixel into next? Well, Circuit Playground.
Let's go ahead and jump into this week's prototyping. Repeat everything I say.
Yeah, how do I help you out here, though? Can
I need to plug the mic over there so we can hear it, because the lag is way too much to
Yeah, I know.
to accurately.
Where are you?
Hello? Hello, hello, hello. Hey, maybe that's going through good.
Is that going
Hello?
through?
Hello?
There you go.
Hello? Well, that'll solve it.
Maybe. I don't know. Say stuff?
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another 3D Hangouts.
Yeah, you can see your thing is there.
All right, what
It's
was it?
just, dude,
audio.
it's just audio, man. There's always like something weird with it. Go ahead.
Okay, it's good there.
Yeah. I can hear
Yay.
you. I just monitored.
All right, let's go ahead and jump into this week's, what are we prototyping? Actually,
so fun.
not sort of like a prototype, more of a, we already released this.
Yeah.
Let's see, so we were doing some iOS 13 testing with Circuit Playground. So of course, as soon as Apple comes out with new phones, we are immediately tasked to make some cases. This time, especially because like even if you tried to order one from Apple, it wasn't even going to ship for like until the middle of October. Yeah. So of course we got these Ninjaflex printed little bumper style cases that'll fit on your iPhone X. No, not X. It should fix on the X and the 11 Pro. The only difference is just the alignment of the button just got moved around a little bit. So you can get those. We released this Fusion 360 file, so if you don't want to print one with the super rubbery Ninjaflex type bumper, you can edit it to print a PLA version of that.
Yeah,
Looks
please
like
don't
that.
print this in PLA.
It's not
folks.
gonna work, yeah.
It
This
won't
is
work.
for flexible materials
I see
only.
people keep trying to print as a PLA thinking it's going to work, and it's not designed to work. It literally cannot fit in there if it's printed in PLA.
Yeah, it actually has to be a little bit smaller so that I can actually grip onto the sides of that.
Yeah.
So you have your little cutouts for your, what is it, the mute button, your volume up and down, your power button, and of course your speaker grills and your not USB-C, your lightning. Yeah, I'm upset about them not having USB-C on there, but super grippy. It's already saved my phone. I think I already dropped it like twice. And you have these raised edges so that the screen or the lenses can't get scratched. We have these very lovely colors in the shop. They're actually cheaper than you'd find them anywhere else.
That's right.
I'm going to show off this pink one that just finished printing, just so we can show you that this is not how they come off the bed. You have to do some cleanup. We do have to disable retraction on these just because of the way the flexible materials are. So this is what it looks like. We're printing on the blue tape, and we're using the Inventor Flashforge Inventor Pro, which we do have in stock in the store. So you can see that that has a very nice grip on there. And because these are NinjaFlex, it's super easy to clean out the inside of these, because you can just fold these over like that, sort of rip this off.
Yeah.
And because it's NinjaFlex, it's flexible, you can go in there with flush cutters and remove all of the retraction stuff. So this is a really good example of how it looks when it comes out, but when you clean it out,
Yeah.
it looks really nice like that, inside and all that. So really nice way if you want to keep your cases minimal.
Yep.
Also offering a bunch of protection with the NinjaFlex bumpers.
Yeah, they're about $30 a spool. Great price. Half kilogram, different colors, 13 in stock right now.
We have two different types of the flexible materials in stock. It's the regular 85A, which is more, it's more elastic, has more grip, like rubber. And then we have the Cheetah NinjaFlex, which does not have the elasticity and it doesn't have the grip, so it's more it's more of like a slick type feel to it.
Yeah.
A little bit easier to put in your pocket, but it's not going to have that grip, and it's not going to be as flexible, but it should be able to print on a wider variety of printers.
Yeah, it prints faster as well, better overhangs.
Yeah, you can actually use a little bit of retraction, not too much, but that does work.
A couple colors. I think we had glow in the dark at some point. Here it is, glow in the dark. 9 in stock right now. Yep. And if you're having trouble with NinjaFlex printing it, we have a learn guide that could help you on some things to try. Was my audio now?
No, I'm just listening,
Okay.
making sure everything's good. Mr. Certainly was saying that it's $30 for a spool of NinjaFlex. That's what an iPhone case costs. And here's a funny story. I finally used up my entire roll of this black NinjaFlex. How long have we had that roll? I think like 5 years.
I want to say everybody got a NinjaFlex spool like years ago and hadn't quite figured out what to do with it.
Perfect
it's a great thing to do
type
with
of project to use it on. And
maybe
it does last.
Yeah, maybe you get a GoPro. We got a nice GoPro case that's in NinjaFlex as well.
Every new device that comes out that we use for production, that's the first thing that we do.
Kind of makes sense, yeah.
It goes right into designing a case for it.
Sure. Or battery pockets.
Battery pockets or like adapters.
Yep.
While we're still talking about the Apple devices, our previous projects still work with that, of course. So our portable Qi charger is our wireless charger for anything that's Qi, really.
Yeah, any wireless Qi charging thing.
Yeah, so we're using NinjaFlex as well for this, just so that it has a nice little grippy surface, and it still works. So we have a PowerBoost 1000C inside here with a 66 milliamp hour battery, so the biggest batteries that we offer on there, and our Qi, I don't want to say circuit, it's like the Qi, like little device thing that enables the wireless charger.
Wireless charging.
So all those work. And also our little Chargito works too, so this is the smaller Qi for your Apple Watches, and that works as well. Yep. Definitely came in handy because when you update all your stuff, your watch is probably going to be dead. Right. So you need to charge that guy on there.
Yeah, it's used the PowerBoost. Yeah.
Now the PowerBoost 1000C inside here, I think we're using the 2000 milliamp hour battery inside here. Nice little clip so you can wear this This is the 6600.
Holy moly, that thing's huge.
Yeah.
It's a big one.
Yeah, well, it's charging, a phone.
Right.
You have the little USB that you can add on there, so you can attach a non-Qi device on there that'll still work. And then you can charge it on this end, and the power on and off button. It's a 3-piece design, and it still works very well after all those years. It's the exact same battery and all that. Charge it multiple times. I always take this on trips, because you never know when your watch is going to want to die on you.
Sweet. Good updates.
Yep. So not really updates, just verifying that these things still work.
Right.
And if you don't want to go any of these routes, we have this awesome little tiny battery too. Pretty new, so it's still like on the new page. And what I like about this one is just how small it is. And while I was updating my phone, grabbing all the stuff at iCloud, this was actually able to keep up and charge the phone while full brightness was on. While it was pulling things off the Wi-Fi. I was able to charge it without, how sometimes you try to charge a phone while you're doing things on it. And it's just like barely keeping up with the charge. This one was able to, I went from like 49% up to 70% relatively quickly. So I definitely recommend this tiny, lightweight little charger.
It says it has 500 milliamps capacity and 2.1 amp charging rate. Yeah. That's pretty good. Sweet, pick one up.
Definitely check those out if you need some power on the go, or if you want to build one.
Battery indicator. Does it have the built-in flashlight? No, right?
Does this one have it? No, I think the other one has it.
Why would you want that? Okay, anyway. Very cool.
It's come in handy sometimes. Yeah, when the powers go out.
Because it does. Okay, cool. Well, that's some cool things there.
Shop talk.
Go to Thingiverse if you want to pick up those files. Should have dropped those in the chat. Yeah, let's drop those in the chat.
Oh, yeah, all the links to the bumper case.
There you are, folks.
Should have had the Learn Guide links to the charging, Chargito and the Qi charger.
I'm writing notes here in the YouTube scripter. All right, cool, that's added.
All right. I think we jump into this week's prototype.
Are we capping or are we doing?
Yeah.
Cappy?
Yay, so last week was the antenna eyes featuring the monster mask. A couple of weeks ago, Lamar had requested a cappy.
Yeah, I put the wearable case on my hat, and she was like, or I said, hey, this is not too far off from a cappy. And she's like, do it. It's like, do the cappy.
Yep.
All right, we'll do the cappy. Overhead.
So here's what he looks like so far. Yay! Hey, that looks really good.
That looks really good. Look at his eyes moving. Yeah. So this is the Halloween mask. Oh gosh, I said it wrong. I'm sorry. This is the monster mask, right? M4 monster mask.
On a cheapo little knockoff of the Mario hat.
This is a cheapo knockoff Mario cappy hat. If you type in Mario hat, you'll see two of them.
Yeah, you want the cheap one because the other one...
it's too good. It's too nice. You don't want to
ruin it. It's the way that they put the, whatever the eyes on there.
Where is it?
It's completely... It'll really mess it up. Just ripping it off, it'll look not good.
To share it, but I don't.
So it's a whole case for... I can kind of show the back of it here. So here's the Monster Max split up. And it's like just like sort of jammed. Both PCB boards are jammed together.
Yeah, so you do have to snap it in half to get them close together. Just the way his eyes are. They're really, really close together. It's really easy to customize. There's no custom code. It's using the same code base. Just
changing parameters.
File. Yeah, just change the parameters. It's a lot. There's no textures. It's just solid colors. So you can do something really cartoony and easier this way. I think the boop is on, so you want to reset it.
Okay.
Yeah, I want his eyes to look good, not like they're shooting out that way.
So you have access to all your ports on there. So your microphone, your speaker, all of your JSTs, you can have access to those if you want to have interactivity, or if you want to like have buttons that are routed over to like the lid or anything like that.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Battery is going to mount. I'll make a better mount with that. This was just the
maybe like a test. You just need to get it going.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
we have these little sew tabs on the side, so that's how it's actually attaching to the hat. So it's nicely secured on there, and
it's not too thick at all, I don't think. And,
no, it's nice and thin.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be super hot on you, and it's not dual extrude. I'm just gluing on the white pupils onto there. And the other thing I really wanted to do with this project was because of the antenna eyes, we had the lenses on there, which made them a little bit heavy.
Yes.
And
a little bit, yes.
Yeah, kind of heavy. and we didn't realize until, you know, after a couple projects that we don't actually need to use those.
Yeah.
Just modify the little cutouts for that, so it, you know, you don't even see the screens or anything, and it makes it a lot more easier to build, because, you know, the lenses are nowhere to. It's pretty hard to find those. We're out of stock right now because we put all of those in the ADA boxes. And yeah, it's a nice little simple way to build with the Monster Mask without needing the use of those lenses.
We keep touching the capacitive touch somewhere, and somewhere something's going on where his eyes are going crazy. That's why we're prototyping it.
But other than that, I think you got the iris and the color of the eyes all nice.
I think that works pretty well. Yeah, in terms of like the radius of the iris and stuff.
Yep, so we're filming this guy so we can
That's
release the
next week's
STLs.
project.
Yeah, that'll be next week's project.
Very cool.
Nice, simple little add-on. It's so funny that Gavin was going to be Mario and then he's going to be Zelda, so
well, Link. Yeah.
Link. But yeah, we'll have him model his little Mario getup. It's a breezy little project you can slap on your hat, your Mario hat.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
That's so fun. Should I wear it?
Let's see. This because of this hat's supposed to be for children, it actually looks way better on a child.
Yeah.
Because of the way that it shapes the hat. Go over to the main.
Yeah, I'd love to. What would I love to do? Wear it? I'm already wearing it. I was gonna say something funny. Forgot it. There's my eyes booping again. I don't know. I need to ask Phil. Like, is there something we're doing, or is it drifting? There's something going on. We left the screen protectors on too, so you might see glare and stuff. Yeah, I gotta turn it off too. It looks like he's seen better days. These eyes.
Oh.
It's all right. It's all right. He's been through some stuff. He's still a prototype. I don't know. It'd be cool to have the sound effects coming up, but it's hard to do.
Yeah, I'll get some
Arduino.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna add some little mounts for the speakers and the mic on there.
Might not be able to do it.
It'll be there. The mounts will be there. So
be there.
once code is available,
Okay,
you
cool.
can just slap all that stuff on there. It looks so funny. Let me restart it.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah, plenty of room. It's funny how the shape really makes it. I didn't know how it was going to come together, but just having that shape like that is like, oh, there it is.
I hadn't. This was not, you know, assembled yesterday.
No.
That's how quick we have to make
didn't
these.
say that, but
No, I'm just saying I had no idea how I was going to do it either.
yeah, it's like, all right, well, we'll start with the shape. We make some ovals.
Yeah, I think the cool thing would be to somehow add some like way to make his
Yeah.
what is the lid, like sort of move how it does in the game.
Yeah,
but-
if it had like some sort of cable system in there and it was like
Right.
pulling on the cable somehow.
All right, that's what we're prototyping. This will be out next week.
Yep, very cool.
What else? I'm looking at my notes here. And other stuff we were prototyping. The
Halloween candy
bowl.
So
Yes.
we have the updated Halloween. It's called the Halloween M0. And PT had an idea of go to Target, find a nice candy ball, and add the Halloween eye to it, and see what we can do. So we did that. This one has a mechanical eye, and let's go ahead and turn it on then. So we got an on. So there are already electronics in this candy bowl. I got it from Target, which is a store here in the States, and it has a couple of things in it already. It has a speaker, has a slide switch, and it has a battery pack. So it has a custom chip thingy that has like an epoxy thing on top of it, so you don't know where it is. And it has some built-in sounds already, and it had a motor and a mechanical eye. I ripped that, gutted it out, and added our little 3D printed mount. And then I was able to attach our PCB with these standoffs that you can get from our M2 standoff kit. And I have one of these lenses. Funny thing about the lens, I actually broke the lens. It fell on the floor and it cracked. Don't get the glass one. So there's our Halloween eye. Let's go ahead and turn them on. We have the slide switch. We're able to reuse some of the components.
I see what you're doing.
Yeah. Nice. So the Halloween M4 has side-lit LEDs,
I'm keeping an eye on you.
which is able to create this really nice effect where it's kind of lighting up the candy bowl. So it looks really nice. I'm running CircuitPython right now. It's displaying an image of an eye.
I see what you did there.
And the IR sensor is actually right here.
I'm watching you.
So you have some capacitive touchpads as teeth here. So as you tap on one, you can change cycle through different bitmaps. And then we could also trigger audio effects if we want to. But I want to keep it really, really simple. And I like using the sounds from this thing.
It's you. I've been waiting.
So we might add some more NeoPixels or maybe not, because we kind of want it to be simple.
For the candy, eh?
I want to make it so that the switch, because it has modes, it has a center mode off, a sensor mode, and a light mode. I need to rewire it so that it can, not do the audio and just keep the eye on because it gets annoying. But other than that, that's what I'm working on. It's a candy bowl from Target. I was going to pull up the link for it because I have it as a link here.
The funny thing is that the Target website actually has the 3D model of this. If you click on the 3D view, I'm sure there's some way you can rip that model. That it looks like they scanned it. So if you'd like to 3D print the entire base,
it does fit on the CR10S Pro.
So if you have a 300 mil, it might even fit on the Prusa.
Yeah.
You could possibly print this entire thing out.
Yeah, it's $30. I took off the white bowl thing here, but it's got real nice. It's a nice assembly. It's got a lot of screws. You can unscrew it and take it apart and whatnot. But yeah, it's about $25. That's the one I found that I thought would fit perfectly with the Halloween mask. So we'll see where we go with it. I might just leave it as that simple. It is supposed to be super simple. I don't want to drill too many holes into this thing. I didn't actually drill any holes into it. I just 3D printed that little adapter here that's just press fitted in there.
Not too much modifications on them except ripping out of the guts. I want to shout out over here in the chat room Discord. Devo is asking if anybody has code for the M4 hollowing that's has the eye and the blinky LEDs like the product page has.
Yep, we're going to release that. Not us, but Adafruit as a whole will release it.
We will request it because we were looking for that code as well.
We're all trying to get it out as quick as we can.
Yeah.
We have to find.
Yeah, different departments work on all this stuff, so we gotta.
Well, don't worry, we'll get it.
Yeah,
that's why
we kind of need it for this project.
Yeah, because I actually tried to do it, and there's some real messy timing issues.
Yeah.
But there is somebody, John Sampson, on Twitter, who posted his code. Adafruit retweeted as well. So if you want to, his code base kind of added NeoPixel animations.
Do you want to post that one real quick, just to link it?
It'd take me a minute to find it, but if you just browse through the Adafruit's Twitter feed, you should find John Sampson's GitHub repo. Yeah, sorry, I wish I had it, but we'll have it.
Don't worry,
in a couple weeks. Yeah.
We're gonna have to hunt it down for this project.
Yeah, I need it.
We need it.
I like CircuitPython, but I also like the eye being animated.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see.
So definitely keep an eye out for that.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's an extra part here.
Oh yeah, there's the extra part. We're still looking at other things that just for extra credit work in terms of.
I tried, guys. I really tried to integrate the mechanism here, but it's just the sizing of it. Like it won't really. If you put it right over the eye, it will open like that much, and that's just not enough because the way it's designed, it has all this. I'd have to redesign this whole mechanism, which isn't hard. It's just like I don't know if I want to do that. But maybe we'll do it next year. We'll redesign it so that we have our own custom eyelid mechanism. It's pretty neat. And this guy moves around like that. Maybe they're teeth. Cool. Now you have some cool eye mechanisms and stuff.
Oh, I didn't finish my thought. The other thing that we want to do in there is pipe in some smoke, so we get like a fog machine with a little tube adapter or whatnot, and have some smoke come out of that.
Right.
Once we figure that out, we'll make a guide on that as well. And for now, it'll just be modding Candy Bowl with Monster.
I see what you're
Halloween.
doing.
A lot of eye puns.
All right, going through our notes. Moving on to this week's Community Makes.
Keeping an eye on you.
Moving on to this week's Community Makes.
This week is a little bit different, yeah.
A little time lapse of these really cool bottle caps that we picked up over at Galaxy's Edge in Hollywood Studios. PT saw all the tweets about TSA not allowing the Coke bottles to go on board. I think it was a hoax though, but because of that, he was like, "Oh, maybe remodel the caps so people can actually print these at home." So I made a couple of different sizes so they could fit whatever drink that you like to consume. And here's my version of the Galaxy's Edge bottle caps.
Did you make one for my coffee cup?
Are they? Yeah, here it is. So this is actually really ergonomic in terms of having this on a bottle. So like, you know, somebody who has like problems with like dexterity or whatever, sure. You actually have like 3 different points to open up most bottles, somewhere around like 30 to like 40 millimeter diameter size bottle caps. So you have these nice little things on the edge that have, you know, make it easy to open. And then you have these little grooves here too that you can also fit your thumbs into, as well as these top ones to really, you know, get a nice grip on those and take the bottle caps off. Those go on like that, and then they can just push fit in there. You can see the little teeth are actually grabbing on. I don't know, it's back. Let me get this gold one. Yeah. You can see the little teeth that are in there gripping onto the bottles. So I released, I think it was like 3 different diameter sizes on these, and these should fit like the Coke and PepsiCo branded bottle caps, since they use the same sort of sizes. And then, where's that other one? I made an even bigger one for the only drink I know that uses it is like the
original.
hint. Yeah, here's the original one.
Molded one. Pretty similar.
Yeah, you can see it's pretty similar. The only thing I did was make the draft angles under 60 degrees, so it prints out very nice. You can see any close-ups on that. You can see how now the overhangs just look really good.
I don't know what people
3D
think
printed.
they look like bombs. They look like a Christmas ornament.
That's what everybody's saying.
Yep.
So you can see the draft angles on that. I made sure that those were nice and printable, so there's no overhang on those, or you know, the overhangs are nice when printed. No supports required for these, and they actually print upside down, so you get all that detail on there. And uploaded the Fusion 360 file, so you can edit the patterns for this. I could make it parametric because of the way that the teeth need to be like a different size based on what the diameter is.
Parametric.
Yeah, you can go in there and just adjust the patterns for them.
Yeah, somebody made a remix for their bottle. Where do you? It was a derivative. How do you find derivatives?
Is it a make?
Remix. That's how you find derivatives. He scaled it down or something?
Oh, wow. Huh.
I wanted one of these for my water bottles, so I chose
okay,
I don't know what water bottle, but it's there. So folks are already making their own.
Nice.
That's what we want. Hopefully the IP lawyers of Stars doesn't come and take down all the Star Wars things.
Yeah, it's supposed to look like a light, or the bottom of a lightsaber.
Yeah, like a pommel. Yeah. If you don't think it's ergonomic, I think it's really ergonomic. You should try it out. I thought it'd hurt my hand, but when I actually touched it, I was like, this is actually better than than what I thought it would be. All right, don't forget coupon code this week in stock for all the lovely things that are in stock.
Yay, they're actually in stock.
Yeah.
It's the running joke that every week we have a project, it's using a product that's out of stock.
Yeah.
Looking over at the comments in the chat rooms. Devon found the John who posted the M4 Halloween code. Yay. It was like a demon eye with like the flames going around it.
And then this morning, I think he updated it to have like a breathing, pulsing effect. I was like, that looks so much nicer.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
and he posted the link there if anybody wants to check it out. Look. It looks really good. It has like the texture on the pupil animate, like rotating. It looks so cool. And then Don and A is saying he's actually working on a similar design. You can just change how much the eyelids open.
That's so cool. That is really cool. And that's what we like. Contributors making this, you know, branching off and making different forks and all that's awesome. That looks so good too, the way it's like lighting up like that effect. Can y'all see that in the... Yeah, it's simulating, so my frame rate's really slow.
That looks so cool.
But that looks awesome. Check it out in the Discord. I think it's so dope. Shout out to John.
Post this link in
Heartbeats. Love it. That's so cool. Yeah, you have to do some like some special timing stuff to make it to make the Neopixels run while the eye is outputting its stuff. Pretty cool.
So
Excellent.
dope.
Alrighty, folks. Well, that's gonna. Is that it for this?
I think that's it for this episode.
Yeah. Don't forget the freebies. Everybody gets a sticker. If you want a sticker tonight, you can get one for showing your projects. Every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. we have Show and Tell. This is where folks can join in the live stream and share what they're working on. Last week we had some really nice guests, and you can also share works in progress and retro tech. I really like seeing that old calculator that Phil B had. It's really cool. So check that out. We'll be there. And after that, we will have a special edition of Ask an Engineer with John Park. It's going to be the unboxing of Hollow something. Hollow unboxing. AdaBox unboxing.
Yes.
So find out what's in there and get spoiled. Because we haven't already spoiled you, have we? We did last week. All right, so that's happening. So John Park is he still doing Thursday?
I think so.
All right, so he's doing 2 shows today and tomorrow.
Check that out. Awesome list of projects for the AdaBox.
His recent guide over in Twiligquist Dummy. Very spooky. Very spooky.
And as always,
fun making the T-shirt for the Monster Mask T-shirt.
Yeah, that was so cool.
It's very fun.
And then, as always, remember to ring that icon, that bell icon, so you can get notified when new videos
YouTube,
are released. There's going to be some really cool ones with I think it was already posted, Tim, who worked on the Boglins. So there's going to be some really cool toy creators being interviewed. So definitely check that out. Lots of cool stuff throughout the week. So definitely follow Adafruit on all the socials.
Monster Mask PCB is still out there. Go get it if you need it. If not, that's fine.
I need to take the little
We need to change the
reflective
battery.
thing off of there.
Oh, yeah, we
Because it
always-
makes it look like it's darker.
Yeah.
Little protection thing that's on the
You charge the battery.
screens. And that's going to do it for this
Yay.
episode of 3 Hangouts.
Thank you so much for joining us. It was fun. We do the show every Wednesday at 11 a.m. You can join us in the chats. We're hanging out. I know it's early over there, but we're hanging it. Cool. Well, thank you guys so much. We'll be in the chat room a little bit later and later tonight, of course.
And don't forget to
Make a great day.
see you tonight.
Bye, folks. Should I play the song?
The AdaBox. It's out there.